this, I'm sorry. No matter what I threw at her, she threw it back.
Right.
And his friend was after him to go to that dance, and he didn't want to go. Well, he used to like to dance, but when I met him, I was standing with my friend, and nobody's asking me to dance. A bunch of sailors there. And I went in the ladies' room to see if my face was dirty or something.
Something wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I looked, no, I'm all right. Well, I don't know why nobody's asking me to dance. So he saw me from across the other side of the hall, me and my friend. And he and his friend approached us, and he said to his friend, I'm taking the one in the gray dress. That was me. And so he had a bottle tucked in his pants, whiskey or something, and went out to the cloakroom, and he said, do you want a swig? I said, no. I really was not into drinking. I never liked the taste of it. So he took a swig, and so he insulted me. We started dancing.
He insulted you?
Yeah, well, he was drinking. That was not pot.
Oh, yeah.
When a man's drinking, that's not the same person
Right.
he is when he's sober.
Right,
It just works that way.
Okay.
So he said, what was it he said to me? I said, oh, when he asked me to dance, I said, well, I'm not a very good dancer. He said, well, what did you come here for? Well, he's rude.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything. I'm sure my face was only 5 shades of red, And so we didn't have a very good beginning. When I found out he was from Maine, and I told him how I'd been through Maine on my way to Nova Scotia, and we talked about that, a little about his background. So before I left, I kissed him goodnight, and he was sunk. When I kissed him goodnight, he always told me, you were the best kisser. and the next people asked me was it a French kiss? And I said, no. Yuck.
Yeah.
No, it was just a soft kiss.
So after that, he asked you out again?
Yeah, that night he said, can I see you tomorrow? So I told him how to get to the house, and he brought a friend, and he went. All we did was go for a walk. He didn't make any money. He made $75 a month is what he made. Yeah. And I didn't care. Like I say, I'm not about money or nice things, or that's just not me. So we went for a walk to the reservoir up in Brighton. I lived in Brighton, but this was a fancier section of Brighton. And I've got pictures of us on our first date kissing. And I liked to kiss him as much as he liked to kiss me. And we'd spend the nights kissing in the hall, and be saying goodnight, and we'd kiss for an hour, and I'd go to work the next day and have this red raw place on my chin.
Oh no.
From kissing so much. But no, that was and when of course he came, the next day he was sober.
Yeah.
And I could see that is not the person I danced with last night. And that's typical.
Yeah.
That's typical. When men drink, they're crazy. So
Not Frankie.
No.
Frankie's the only
anyway,
one.
I watched it with my father. My father drank heavy when he wasn't fishing, and the few times he was sober, he'd go on the wagon every once in a while, and he was just sweet. He would, walk around the house, he'd sing a little bit, and he'd make some biscuits. When he was drinking, he was a different person altogether. that cured me about alcohol.
Yeah.
I could see what it does to people, and I wanted to be in control of my life, and I could see people aren't in control of their life when they're drinking. And I didn't want any part of it. But before we got married, I told him, I don't want any liquor to be a part of my life. And he said, neither do I. And we never did make it a part of our life. I had liquor in the linen closet there, and I used it for cooking. Rum, I used to make desserts with rum in it and brandy, and red wine and white wine for cooking certain foods. And that was all it was used for. It was in there for years before we So, anyway, she wants you to see that.